Dude, you want to hear something really crazy?
Hit me.
There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand in all the deserts of the world combined. Smoke a joint and melt and mull that one over.
I believe it. I believe it.
Because like I said, yeah, just it's crazy how it's crazy how like space is like just the vastness of it and just understanding like how much of it we don't know. That's what terrifies me the most.
I feel that.
Yeah, because so like just as a result, the Milky Way galaxy, where our present home is, there's estimated to be anywhere between 100 to 400 billion stars in it. Just off those odds alone, that leaves about the probability of anywhere between 1 to 20 billion Earth-like planets.
That's billion, like with a B.
Look at me with a straight face and tell me that there is nothing out there.
Yeah, I feel that. I totally agree. One of my favorite. It's not like a theory that I came up with, but it's a theory that I thoroughly enjoy. Um, but it's something that's like weird to try to put into words because of how annoying it is to people who are expecting like extraterrestrial life
Yeah.
to be movie like instead of injecting some form of realism into it.
Mm-hmm.
Where and what I mean by that is like, are you still going with like your thing, or can I interject for a
You
second?
can interject for a second. It's fine.
Okay. So picture, if you will, we are looking for Earth-like planets, something that could sustain us.
Yes.
But most all life forms that we've come in contact with, and even life forms that we found in space, a good one would be tardigrades,
Yes.
are carbon-based.
Yes.
So at present, our knowledge is that life is carbon-based.
Yes.
So picture, if you will, we do go to or discover
Mm-hmm.
in depth an Earth-like planet. How uncomfortable would you be to see humans there, like just like us?
I think it'd be incredibly uncomfortable, only in the fact that if you look from an evolutionary standpoint, the small minor tweaks and stuff, as far as like how evolution, plays out, led to us. And some of them are so minute and small that just the probability of just us existing is astronomical.
Mm.
Like, for instance, just we'll take you for example. Dirge. Just you, Dirge.
That's me.
Yes. The probability of you existing, that's you out swimming all your brothers and sisters. Also just, timing of the cycle and the fact that your parents did it on a Tuesday instead of a Saturday.
Mm.
Led to you. The probability of just you alone existing are in the quintillions. Just
Which
you.
is an unfathomably high number.
Let's see. Just kind of got my little handy computer here. I'll look up, Give me one moment, folks.
That's quintillions with a Q.
Yes. To kind of give you an idea of just how big that number is, just go ahead and guess how long it will take you to count to 1 million.
1 million.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I can tell you right now, if you counted a number a second, it would take you 1,000,000 seconds.
Yes, Jarrett, your powers of deduction are marvelous. No, but just on if I just told you right now, start counting, you had to count to 1 million, nonstop. You didn't have to eat, drink, nothing. If you were able to do it, guess how long it would take you?
Not sure.
1 week. Guess how long it'll take you to count to 1 billion?
I don't know. Hit me.
Okay, so to count to 1 million, it would take you 1 week, nonstop. It would take you 32 years to count to 1 billion. Nonstop.
Shit.
Just kind of give you an idea just how big these numbers are.
Yeah.
So to go back to our previous discussion, 1 quintillion, that is 1 followed by 18 zeros. So again, the fact that just you alone exist, The odds of just you alone is 1 in the quintillions.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You breathe air that a whole set of organisms, you're the splooge of your brothers and sisters. Well, they will never get to experience the air you breathe, the water you drink, and the food you eat.
Mm.
It's crazy how that plays out. But yeah, like I said, based off the number of stars in our galaxy, leaves a margin of error of anywhere between 1 to 20 billion other Earth-like planets out there. You cannot tell me that there isn't anything out there. There has to be something out there, whether it's sentient or even microbial.
Microbial is like a definite 100% has to exist.
Oh, well, oddly enough, just a couple days ago, they discovered a planet. I wouldn't say discovered a planet, but there is a planet located about 120 light years away called K2-18b. And using the James Webb Telescope that NASA launched, they were able to determine, based off of the information it was sending back, that it contained dimethyl sulfide and dimethyl sulfide and dimethyl disulfide. Those two chemical components are only produced by phytoplankton.
Mm-hmm.
So scientists are roughly about 99% certain that life exists on this planet. At least at the microbial level.
Yeah. Well, it's similar to the geysers happening on Europa.
Yeah.
Which, one of my favorite facts, the amount of oxygen produced by the geysers on Europa is enough. Believe that they had mentioned it's enough oxygen content to keep the entire world breathing for a day in a single geyser.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Like, we flew through it on accident.
Wow.
And discovered this immense amount of oxygen and hydrogen. And they never share if it's like equal parts or what's more than the other,
Yeah.
but just the fact that like we mostly breathe hydrogen and oxygen in the first place.
Yeah.
But it's enough oxygen to keep the world breathing for a day.
That is crazy to think about.
On Europa. An ice moon.
Well, interesting enough, I think with Europa, I think what they also determined why there might be water underneath it, that ice, is because they noticed the ice, it cracks, then melts, then cracks, then melts, which is usually indicative of there being water underneath, whether it's powered by like hydrothermal vents.
Yeah.
So if it was just a solid block of ice, there would be like no cracks in it. But the fact that it creates like fissures, then refreezes.
That's true.
Well,
also, like, I kind of have a thought on that being that, like, gravity works differently at that point.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're next to Saturn.
Yeah.
So there's that constant, that, like, push and pull effect.
Mm-hmm.
That would, in theory, heat that moon from the inside out.
Okay, yeah.
So it would stand to reason that there would be liquid water under ice.
Yes.
Just because of the I like to refer to it as like the rubber ball effect.
Yeah.
You know, like squeeze a rubber ball, that contraction and expansion creates heat energy.